Yeah, that was an old Computer Clan wallpaper. Yeah, we're gonna pretend that never happened. Oh man, I remember back in my days making PowerPoint presentations with my clip art, my dad's tie template. I totally forgot how good this screen was. My gosh, I'm in love with it. I'm in love. This was a real thing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Hey guys, how you all doing? Really? That's just great. You know, I'm doing really great today too because I decided to bust out my old buddy, the iMac G3 Bondi Blue. I dug down below the asylum to the secret storage container and found my old iMac that was confiscated from me, so we're gonna have some fun with it. Because it was taken away from my precious life so many years ago, I legitimately have no idea what's on here. It's been years since I've booted it up. I have no idea what's on it. I think it has 2 operating systems on it, and I think OS X is one of them, but OS X really doesn't run too well on here last time I remember. So we're gonna explore that and take a look at the hardware. Man, this thing is beautiful. Now, the mystery is, I know this is a first gen, but I don't know if it's revision A or revision B. I tried researching that once and I gave up when I couldn't find the answer. I may have to get back to that. Anyhoozle, I'm just gonna crawl over here and get the keyboard. Beautiful transparent keycaps there. The matching Bondi Blue design. And now, ladies and gentlemen, that's not all. Prepare yourselves. Everyone's favorite Puck mouse. Now, the official name is the Apple USB mouse, but we all call this the Puck mouse because of its beautiful puck shape. I think a lot of people did not like the circular mouse. It was probably very uncomfortable. And I'm holding a physical piece of evidence that proves that many people did not like the circular shape and feel of the mouse. This is an accessory to make the mouse more mouse-shaped. This was a real thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Catch from MacSenseTech.com. I don't know if that website is still up, but you know, it works, and we could hook it up to our keyboard right here with USB, and USB was one of the big new features debuted with this Mac. It was the first Mac with USB, and I think it was the first personal computer sold on the market with USB, at least in volume, you know, to a lot of people. I could be wrong about that, not 100% sure. What else do we got? Well, what else do we not got? Infrared, speakers. These speakers sound pretty freaking awesome. And tray loading disk drive. So let's hook everything up. So when it came time to hook up the peripherals, Apple used this beautiful door, which did not last on the 2nd generation iMac. There was one updated version of the iMac that had this door still, but after that they killed it. Just like with the MacBook Air. It was only the first design of the MacBook Air that had that door for the I/O, and then Apple killed it. So doors weren't really a long-lasting trend. However, we have a door today, so we will use it. I just gotta find... Okay, I'm going a little blind here. So, we use this hole to... A little bit of a struggle there. Pretty simple. And what we can do is run the cable in like that, give it a little jiggle, plug it in, close it up. So now, there we go, almost got it. So now the cord just kind of runs out of the side here. It looks really neat. And then power goes right into here. I am hearing it hiss a little bit. So that's a good sign. It means power is getting there, but it's also a bad sign because it means it might explode in 10 seconds. So let's move fast. Guys, we're ready. Let's boot it up. Boy, I'm excited. All right, let's do the countdown from 200, 200, 199, 198, 197. There it goes. Ah, the original startup sound, how it's supposed to be heard. And by original, I didn't mean original, I just meant iconic. That is not the original sound. It sounds really good on these speakers though, holy crap. All right, we got a happy Mac. All right, we're going into Mac OS first. I think 8 is on here. I'm gonna need a mouse pad for this. Yeah, it booted up. Wow, oh my gosh, Pajama Sam? Oh, I haven't played that game in forever. Pajama Sam is on here. Microsoft Office. Yeah, wow. I think this is 8 something. macOS 8.5. There we go. This is a Mac OS computer with a picture of the globe. Mac OS computer, was that because of the clones? Like, it doesn't just say Macintosh, it says Mac OS computer. I thought those died when they switched to version 8, though. I'm gonna have to check my homework on that one, check my math. Ooh, let's do the marvelous shortcut, or not, well, shortcut / Easter egg. Holding down the option key, about the finder, and boom, we get the mountain scene in beautiful dithered color. So yeah, I am getting a bit of a strobe crawling across there. Now, oh, let's see, the refresh rate, control panels, monitor and sound. Oh yes, we got the platinum sound effects. I love it. Let's actually turn that up. Ooh, 3D surround sound, SRS. See, I thought there were SRS speakers in here. Now we can enjoy the sounds even better. Those platinum sound effects, man. Hell yeah. Oh, and we have Sosumi in here. The origin story behind that sound is delightful. Anyhoozle, rabbit hole. Millions of colors on here? Really? Shit. That probably isn't supported if I go to 1024 by 768. Yeah, it goes down to 1,000 then. Yeah, and then it stays at 1,000. That must have been what happened earlier. Well, I'm going to keep it at 1,000,000, because, yo, that's great. 800 by 600 is plenty for me. I want millions of colors, man. The refresh rate is 95, and the other one is 117. Man, that is a smooth refresh rate. I didn't know this CRT went to 117 hertz. But yeah, wow, that is smooth. Man, I'm looking at my mouse cursor moving. I know you can't see this over the tech video log, but that is smooth as frick. That's smoother than what you get on modern Macs, because modern Macs have a refresh rate of 60. This is 95. Holy shit. I want to do 117 just for the lulls. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cream something. Let's not go there. Yeah, wow, that I never really paid attention to how smooth that is. That is unbelievable. Damn! This is a good CRT, and that is a crisp picture. Holy shit. I totally forgot how good this screen was. My gosh. I'm in love with it. I'm in love. Okay, so let's get rid of this wallpaper, because it is probably someone else's artistic creation, and I would like to change it to something else. I probably don't have any of my own photos on here, because this goes back to... This was probably last booted up in, like, I don't know, 2012 maybe? Longer ago? Wow. I have no idea where stuff is stored. Where do I store my pictures? Let's go to Appearance. You could probably collapse this for now. Custom theme. Oh, Bubbles, Golden Poppy, Convergence, Mac OS default. Yep, charcoal. Ooh, that's pretty. Somewhere in an art museum, this painting is worth $10,000 billion. Sure, why not? All right, now that that is set, let's look at what we got. Pajama Sam. I doubt this will work because I don't have a CD, but maybe it's copied in here. Set to 256 colors. I think that's a fair compromise. Oh my gosh. The shit?
Deep in the bowels of an old power plant, a sinister plot is hatching. Ha ha! At last the time has come to hatch my sinister plot.
Well, this brings back a metric shit ton of memories. I remember you had to go around and like collect your lunchbox and your flashlight and your mask so you could go fight darkness in the land of darkness, and you had to collect all your missing socks and pair them together. Wow, this goes back. Do I have a saved game? Like, is there like a... Hang on. Let's see. No background sound. Slow machine. Oh, slow machine. Pause game. Load game. I'm pretty sure I have a game saved. Oh my gosh. This is my cousin's name spelt wrong, though. Hang on. Oh boy. Dude, this thing right here, this is the game within a game that got me interested in game development. This is where it all started, in this freaking game right here.
Time to play Nuggets.
Nuggets. What level was I on? 5? Let's do this. We can collect the shit, right? This is easy. I don't know if there's a way to speed this up anymore. You're going pretty slow. So yeah, it was kind of like Snake. You couldn't run into yourself. and you had to collect all the stuff, and then as you kept going, more obstacles would show up. Oh my gosh, I have not played this in forever. I remember, probably when I was like 5 or so, and I was playing this with my brother and my father, and we were probably too dumb to realize you could save the game. So we got to like level 100 or so on this, and we just left the computer on because we didn't want to start over. We just left the computer running, and all this time you could just save your game. Yep, well, now I know that stuff. But back in the day, I did not. I was really stupid back then. Well, I still am, but I was more stupid back then. There's got to be a way to move faster than this. I swear there was. Oh my gosh, this is
Fun.
that about sums it up right there. I'm gonna save that. Wow, that was a blast from the past. Didn't even know that was on here. Looks like we have the Microsoft Office suite, PowerPoint. Wow, that just loaded immediately. Oh yeah, I remember this default screen. Let's go to a template. Is Dad's tie in here? That's like a classic one. Dad's tie, yeah. Oh man, I remember back in my days making PowerPoint presentations with my clip art and my Dad's tie template. Oh my gosh, the clip art is actually loaded on here. Shit, I never looked at this before. Oh yeah, this was like the shit back then. All of like the elementary school and middle school teachers would use the clip art, and everything would be repetitive and the same. Oh my gosh. Let's do a presentation on arrows. Now, you see, the arrow is a beautiful design, especially these arrows. They share very common principles. For example, they have a quasi-3-dimensional representation with the extrusion. It's an illusion. They also are colored cyan. That is a beautiful presentation. Well done. You get the grant. Oh, there's recent files in here. Montage? Montage. Okay. I don't know. This must have been on here from the previous owner. Oh, that's it. Okay. Poster? Please insert the disc untitled. Well, that's not happening. Oh. Whoa, we're gonna revisit this, but... Oh my gosh. Hang on. These are where the wallpapers are. I was looking for those earlier. I did not look at the image, I just saw the file name, and I was like, oh my gosh, you guys gotta see this. If you're a longtime Computer Clan viewer, you maybe remember this, but I'm willing to bet most aren't, and that's totally, like, understandable. I think I saw a file that is really, like, bringing me back. Oh, it's already loaded up in this folder. No preview available. Okay, some of these are old Computer Clan wallpapers. Before we used photography to, like, distribute wallpapers online, we just made things in, like, Pixelmator or whatever. And I bet some of that old stuff is in here, and I might vomit. Okay, that wasn't mine. Computer Clan circles. This one might be. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's something. Oh, I just stretched it. That's not right. Oh, there's no way to, like, actually fill it properly. Whatever. Close enough. Yeah, that was an old Computer Clan wallpaper. Yeah, we're gonna pretend that never happened. This is the only other wallpaper that's ours. Okay, so 2 of our wallpapers are on here. Oh, the old circuits. The old circuit wallpapers. Look at that beauty. Oh my gosh, that is a time travel trip right there. All right, we're gonna go back to the macOS default. Okay, well, what else is on here? Some programs I did see. I wonder what other, like, documents or stuff might be on here. Blackboard. Whoa, CD extras. There's a whole bunch of, like, Apple software on here. QuickTime samples, QuickTime 3 effects. I don't even know. 1 week, BNL. I have no clue. BNL, by and large, from Wally. Oh, what? Oh shit, yeah, I didn't know they included this. I remember Steve Jobs played this music video doing the macOS 10 server demo with those 50 iMacs. I didn't know they actually included this sample music video. I'm not gonna play it because of copyright reasons, but I'm gonna enjoy it for myself for a bit. Check out that old QuickTime player. Look at that brushed metal. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Planet Rise. Oh shit. Budget. Well, it can't hurt to have a peek. Oh, it's an Excel document. No, not nah, asshole. Press the wrong button. Let's see. There, I did it myself. Screw you, macOS. Let's zoom in here. Yeah, it looks like someone was spending money. Now, I'm not connected to the internet. To install, just copy this folder to your hard disk. Oh, iMovie. Really? Did I put that on here? Nope, that must... Oh, wait, that's an app file. That's an OS 10 executable. That won't run on OS 8.5. Yeah, preview.app, Sherlock.app. Yeah, why are these Mac OS 10 executables in the OS 9 folder? Maybe I screwed that up. I don't remember. You don't know Jack. Oh, well, Brainiac Brent's gonna love that. Yeah, we needed the CD, I figured. Well, we tried. I have a feeling I have opened up Internet Explorer on this Mac before, so it should work. No, I mean, it won't connect anywhere, but... Oh dear, did I just freeze shit? Oh no, it's frozen. Command, Option, Escape. Force quit. Of course, leave it to Internet Explorer to freeze the computer. Well, maybe in a future episode, I may have to try to get this thing online. That might be fun. I saw another game on here that I used to play. I played piano for most of my life, not much recently. But when I did play, I used to use a program, or a game, called Music Ace, which helped me learn. And I swear I saw that folder on... Yep, Music Ace. Also, what's in here? Oh, f***. Oh, I'm dropping frames. Look at that mouse. What? Did I seriously just get a friggin' bomb screen on OS 8.5? What? Restart, I guess. Wow. Okay, well, the restart button's not working. I'm gonna have to use the physical restart button that's on the side of the computer. Yeah. At least I think it's back here somewhere. Oh, I need a pin. Control, Command, Power? No? That's not doing it either. Okay. I'm just gonna hold down the power button. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold down the power button and hope we don't kill it like what happened with that Mac TV. I am holding down the power button right now, and it's not turning off. Are you... Do I really need to find like a pin to poke into that reset hole? Shit. Well, this sucks. I don't really have one on standby, but I'm gonna go search around, I guess. So I did some digging, and I found one of the most useful tools in the computer industry. Paperclip, yeah. Just gonna bend this in the right way, like that right there. Shove it in the reset button. All right, we're navigating to the reset button. 3, 2, 1. There we go, restart initiated, Houston. There we have cathode ray tube. All right, so let's boot back into macOS 8.5. So I'm checking my math on Mac Tracker here, and I want to cross-check this onto another resource. But it says revision A originally shipped with 8.1, revision B shipped with 8.5. So either this is B and it shipped with 8.5, or it was A with 8.1 and then upgraded to 8.5. So I'm not 100% sure what revision this is. There's got to be like a different model number or something. But no, according to this, the model identifier is iMac 1 and the model number is M4984 for both of them. So that could be wrong, or maybe that is what it is. But I want to find out if this is A or B, because I don't know. It is a first gen, I just don't know which revision it is. But yeah, it could run up to Panther. But last time I remember, I tried putting Cheetah on here, which was the first version of macOS 10 publicly released, and it did not perform very well. But I think Cheetah in general didn't perform very well. There were some complaints. I think Puma fixed some of that shit. Anyhoozle, that was a marvelous crash. Well done. Let's not do that again. Let's forget that ever happened. Yay. Let's try opening that Music Ace thing again, and then let's boot into macOS 10. I'm curious about like if macOS 10 is actually on here and if it works. Yep, unable to find CD-ROM. Well, that's the end of that. Okay, control panel, startup, boop. Okay, that's not helpful. I know what to do. We need to hold down the X key on startup. Or not. Maybe I'm a big fat liar. There were macOS 10 executables in that applications folder, so I think OS 10 is on here, or it was at one time. I'll have to try something else. After closer examination of the root of the hard drive, there is no macOS 10 installation on here. Now, there must have been at one time, because look, mock.sim, you have those app files or app packages inside of this folder, but there's no library folder, there's no system folder. This is the classic macOS system folder, but there's no, you know, macOS 10 system folder. So, yeah, it must have been uninstalled. I do want to try it again, though. I would love to try to reinstall OS 10 on here. Unfortunately, my 10.0 Cheetah CD has been damaged, but I might have a Puma disk lying around somewhere. So a future installation sensation will feature a macOS 10 install on this iMac to see if it can actually work properly. So something I thought was interesting about this iMac was you could never put it into sleep mode, at least not entirely. Like, it would power down to an extent and the screen would turn off, but the whole thing would actually not go into sleep mode, if I recall correctly. Let's test it. Yeah, that's interesting. The screen turns off, the hard drive turns off, but the fan keeps running. And in the second generation iMac, there was no fan. So I think that helped fix that problem. But in this iMac, there is a fan. Also, the power light turns orange. Pretty cool. Now we can make it turn green again. And later, they just replaced it with the white one that pulsates. But yeah, we had orange and green in this version. Whoa. Is that the sound it's supposed to play, or did I just bump a bad key? And let's get the hard drive spun back up. There it goes. And we're back. To reiterate, I absolutely love the speakers on this computer. And, you know, this may be debatable, but I think the iMac G3 line had the best built-in speakers on any Apple product ever. Let me know what you think. I mean, I want to be challenged on that, but I think that's the case, because if you look at all the other speakers, I mean, the iMac Pro speakers are pretty good too. Yeah, those are pretty good. So maybe we'll say before the iMac Pro, these were the best built-in speakers on any Apple computer. Let's open up the tray. Wasn't a slot load just yet, it was a tray. And I think this is my demo music CD to test out speakers without copyright issues, because it's all my own music. Let's pop that in, little light right there. And let's test these puppies out. Oh, it's a disk image. Oh, it has resource edit on it. That is not helpful in the slightest. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Let me eject that. I think I know what I did wrong. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Actually, no. Hang on. I gotta go on a CD hunt. Son of a bitch. I'll figure this out. You know, in hindsight, I probably should have, like, labeled these, because there's a couple unlabeled ones. I think this is it, though. There we go. Audio CD. Oh, and it just autoplays. Yep, just like before. And there we go. This also wasn't professionally mastered, so it's probably not the best test, but it's what I've got. Does this go louder? Yes, it does. Oh, that actually, it sounds way better when it's louder. Oh, that's nice. Man, I wrote this a long time ago. It was for... The lyrics never got finished, but it was for a different film project. But yeah, these speakers are pretty freaking badass. Sound effects for everything, man, I love it. That didn't make it into OS 10 or anything past OS 9, but yeah, they were fun. Yeah, the next goal would be to get OS 10 on here, and you know, I'm open to suggestions about any other software things you want me to try, or maybe other operating systems. I just want to get some more stuff installed on here and have some fun with it now that it's busted out of the Asylum's deep storage layer. Yeah, oh man, that place was scary. Well, thank you guys very much for watching. Catch the crazy and pass it on.